Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coaching and your host on this series. This is the place where you ask a question and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Please know that I'm not a therapist and I will never tell you what you must do. Each week on Friday, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. In addition to those 2 questions, I talk about various other life renewal topics. Let's go ahead and get started with the questions for this week. Our first question comes from James in Denver, Colorado. Hello, James. All right, the question is, my long-term relationship feels like we're roommates. With summer here, I want to bring the fire back. How do we reconnect on a soul level after years of routine? Well, the answer to your question is you have to break the routine or do something to break the routine or shake it up a bit. And you can do this in many ways. Look at what brings you joy in your life. Really brings you joy, and look at what brings your mate joy. It could be travel, whatever it is. Find something that the two of you can do together that maybe you did when you were dating, before you became routine bound. Something that brought both of you joy. Do that. Or another option is to find something new that is on your dream list, your bucket list, that both of you can do together. You can do that. Other things you can do too, such as cooking together, turning on your favorite music, but being together and seeing the divine in the other person, seeing also the reason that you decided to be with this person or have this person be in your life in an intimate way, reconnecting that way. Doing something to surprise your mate is another thing that you can do. Writing love letters, actually writing a letter and putting it in the mail and sending it to your mate. That is a new one, especially if you're living with your mate. And since you say that you are like roommates now, I assume that you are living together. But those are just a few things that you can do. Another thing that you can do is in meditation, if you meditate or reach out to her through your meditation, to that part of her that is all-knowing, just to not to, infringe on her boundaries, but to just say, hey, I'm here and I want to get to know her better or him better on a deeper level and see what happens. You can also reach out to your higher mind and do this. Actually, it's better to reach out to your higher mind to do this rather than her internal self. But you can maybe do both. Let me know what you decide to do. I am really curious about this because it's so easy to fall into a routine in a relationship. And it's not that you don't love each other. It's that it just becomes kind of mellow and no real fire there. And you don't want to have trauma to have fire. You want to just create it on your own, which you can. All right, send me a note. Let me know what you decided to do. Our topic for today is the sacred spark, using summer energy to enchant your intimate life. And when I say your intimate life, this does not necessarily mean your intimate life with another partner. It's your intimate life with yourself. It's summer, so things are blooming, growing. It's a great time to get in touch with you, to find out what you are like inside, to connect with your inner soul, your inner higher mind, and also connect with your mate if you choose to. But you want to do things that are going to bring you joy this summer. At least something once a month, or, preferably doing something for yourself on a daily basis. Something as simple as cooking a good meal, or eating well, or showering, taking a little longer with the shower. Can you tell I'm a Taurus moon? I love things that are related to sensuousness, to the body, to nurturing the physical form. What you might want to do also is find out what your moon sign is, because this is going to tell you how you need to be nurtured, what is going to light up that spark within you, that intimate spark, and what you need with intimacy. So if you don't know your moon sign, which is different than your sun sign, remember the sun shifts every 30, 31 days, whereas the moon shifts signs every 2.5 days on average. So you can look it up, put your date of birth in one of the free software programs. There's a couple of free astrological programs out here that you can look up your moon sign. You can even Google it if you'd like to. Ask, where was the moon on this particular day at this particular time? And you'll find out. So anyway, you want to do something fun for yourself. Do something that brings you joy. It could be as simple as reading a book, or, as I said, going on vacation, or going to the beach or the desert. Do something for yourself this summer, and also do something with your mate if you would like to, and I hope you would like to bring your mate some joy too. Send me a note or a comment below and let me know what you guys decided to do for yourselves this summer to rekindle, re-spark, rejuvenate your intimate self with yourself. All right, the final question for today comes from Sophia, who is in New York. And Sophia says, I am terrified of being vulnerable. I've built a wall around my heart to stay safe. How do I start letting people in without the fear of being destroyed by rejection? This is a good question, Sophia, and thank you for sending it in. First of all, it is not intended that you allow everyone into your heart. People do need to be vetted because you can get hurt. And yet, it's not possible to have intimacy unless you allow people in your heart. So it seems like a double-edged sword, and yet it's not. When you meet someone, you do need to be discerning about who they are and, see if they are worthy. The person has to prove that they're worthy to be in your intimate world. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't be acquaintances or friends, or even with friends. There's different levels of friendship. And you know this. You have your besties, the people that you tell everything to. And then there are those that you don't. Yet you like them, but you just don't share everything with them. And there is a reason for that. It's called protection and vulnerability, and have the person proved that they are worthy of being in that deepest part of your heart. In astrology, there are the 12 houses on a chart, and the 8th house is the house of intimacy. That house has a sign on the cusp right at the beginning of the house, and it's that sign that is the doorkeeper for that house for intimacy. I'm saying this because if you allow someone to bypass that door without vetting them, you can easily get hurt, and that is not something you want. So if you have grown and developed in your own awareness and in your own consciousness, you are at a point where you would be attracting a different type of person into your life. Hopefully that is happening. Someone who respects you. So you have to look at too what you value and what your deal breakers are in relationship. You look to how the person is treating you. If they're treating you well, with respect, they trust you, they do what they say, they honor you. And basically they have to prove that they are worthy of your friendship. It is not up to you to just open the door and allow someone to be friends without them proving it. Now, that doesn't mean you go year after year after year having them prove themselves. You'll know when the time is right for the relationship to deepen, for the person to move into that particular house. I mean, I have my values and you have yours. And so it's challenging to tell you what you need to do for you on the value scale where values are concerned, because you are unique and you have your own values. For me, I know what is necessary for me to allow someone in to that deepest part of me. And you have to learn that too. Always be discerning, because that is the only way you can do that. I wish you well, and please write to me or comment below and let me know what you think about what I've said, or, what's going on in your life with allowing people into that inner part of you. All right, we have come to the end of this particular episode. Thank you very much for spending your time with me today. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That does help the algorithms. It helps these videos get out there to a wider audience. I also have a 5-day free e-course for you. It is absolutely free. It's on my website, and it is designed to help give you a jump start for your life. Jumpstart your life. So go to the website, padmalifecoaching.com, and click the button for your 5-day free journey. Every day for 5 days, you will receive a prompt, an email from me asking you to do certain things for yourself. And I hope that you enjoy this e-course. While you are on the website, please peruse it. Check out all the offerings that I have there, the life coaching, astrology, past life regression, the retreat information, the podcast that I'm on, the classes that I teach. There's a lot of information on that website. So take your time and check it out. If you'd like to learn more about me and how I work through some of the trauma that I experienced, check out my book, And the Lotus Opened, a memoir. You can find the book anywhere online books are sold, or you can go to the book website, andthelotusopened.com. On that website, of course, the book is there, and the link to the book on Barnes & Noble and also on Amazon. I do a deep dive on some of the videos that I do on this Ask Coach Marie series. I do this through Substack articles. They're bi-weekly. So every other week, there is a new article that is a deep dive on something that I've talked about over here on the YouTube channel. If you would like those articles, go to my Substack page. The link is below in the comment section, and just sign up for it. If you would like to send me a question that you want me to answer here, send it to padmacoach@icloud.com. That's padmacoach@icloud.com. All right, I look forward to seeing you back here next week. Thank you once again for spending your time with me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.